Welcome back to Railgun, where playing by the rules and fair competition, not really in anyone's wheelhouse. In a world where people can create lightning out of their fingertips, relocate matter to their wish, or the most dastardly of all, change the taste of donuts to something slightly sour. True level 5 power right there. But I'm sure we're all eager, willing to see the sporting event thing that went off without a hit last time, but now in all of its glory. Oh, we're getting a Balloon Hunter. We're getting a big song and dance about this. Yes, let's get people with various special abilities to aim projectiles near people's heads. Okay. Keeping the public out of the main play area. Good idea. I wonder how this sister... I guess leaving the... Don't charge after them! You're a bit slow on the uptake there. But also, yeah, as a victory technique, run away from the main field of action, relocate elsewhere. You're not that strong of a personality to know when it's completely changed, apparently. Yeah, at least she gets to have a little bit of fun. Out and about of the hospital once in a while. I wonder if the others are going to be... jealous of her. Not only did she win and have to... and manage to go out to get... cakes and pastries. Got far much more adventure. And seeing this event, we've got to take down the others' paper balloon hats. And seeing one of the students beforehand being a bit suspicious. What kind of traps have they got laid out for them? And I'm guessing part of the whole runaway technique, they're then going to draw them in, decimate them, and then run away again and get them to chase. How many times has that worked during warfare? Far too many, actually. Mainly because one of them completely scarpered. Otherwise there'd be a player down already. Please don't show me the great Congos being taken down on the big screen. Easily. We'll see about that. Means they will get a bit high and mighty. The other side will have to use anything they can. No wonder that just went. Yep, she's getting conceited. I mean, it's a good power. A bit overkill, really. Yep, there's a plan. Did he? Sneak attack! Yep. Is his power even telekinesis? He just used her to make it seem like it did. They did their research. He wouldn't go into this completely, without a plan. Why am I hearing this only in my right ear? But having a communication. Well, you say all, but I saw that. Wasn't there an entire alleyway? But having, a bit of. Okay. Taking down the entire squad. Well, you've killed her in... Yeah, out. Can't stand bugs, especially spiders. Well, yeah, that was proven to be true. I wonder how much info they'd have on me. How to easily take me down. I think one way would be siege warfare. Stop me from being able to actually get any food or supplies. Yeah, I surrender. Baba. How indeed. I mean, there is a fair point there. If they are so outgunned, as it were, even losers like these. And is this someone who's infiltrated the school, or is it another like Aztec skinwalker type deal? However, this one might be a bit different. You just need to have a higher number of your team left, isn't it? And they're already faltering in the light of... completely winning, because, the rules are... And such a terrifying one at that! Look at her run, she's just having fun out here. Also, it was the real one. She wouldn't even play games like this. Pretend that she didn't find you. How cruel. She knows every nook and cranny. Things that actually are, it's like I wouldn't really know. Is it a... Yeah, the corrugated iron kind of just roof. Oh no. It brings back videos on the internet which I'm pretty sure we've all seen. and doesn't even need to use any of her powers. And how many did she take with her? Such melodramatics. And what actually took her down in the end? Ah, transfer student. This has to be a quick change in plans. Quick regroup. Take out their main firepower right now. Then it would be too difficult. His ability to think on the fly, some actual tactics. Okay. A gun. In the middle of such an event like this, while eyes are elsewhere. You're in a wheelchair. I can outrun that. To think that she gets to sit all comfortable while also going about her duties. The wheelchair actually isn't anything of a hindrance, apart from maybe going in tight areas. Where did she learn to run like this? Almost as if it's by design. Where you can be surrounded. That was the signal. Was they go in with physical attacks? And what happens if your hand hits it first? Is it a disqualification? Huh. Actually getting to grips with the actual rule set. Haha! But one that has actually been in simulated countless battles. Personally, she hasn't been in them. Yep. It's sad that actually using those experiences in such a way. But it's actually very graceful movement. No wasted energy. Where did he go? Right, so you're using that as a... Alright, okay. Now, if this was the actual Misaka, then that might be the case. That wasn't supposed to happen. It seems 10,000 deaths wasn't enough. Oh, shit. Well, they're going to be disappointed in that result, but do the lab-grown bodies react the same to whatever they've just extracted or inserted using the little mosquito drone? Already thinking of ways to instill some more discipline. Did she have fun, though? That was what she wanted, wasn't it? And as long as no one finds out, what's the issue? Now she's the frog. She'll make full use of those. I see. What would happen if we have any of the sisters run into the mother while she's here? You best return them. But get changed first. I don't know how much of a common sense is needed. I can't say I've ever had cheese fondue like this, less in a restaurant. What happens if your mother starts acting like that in public? Now who could that be? Maybe oversharing a little. Really? But this is the line for the bathroom. He has a special way in. Now, how could he be so friendly, so intimate? I see. She's keeping her own secrets there. To be fair, keeping that from us as well. Good idea to keep that bit of intrigue in, rather than just, oh, she has loads of puppets in her hand. A beck and call. Yeah. If they... Actually, that seems like a good... I take everything bad I ever thought about her back. Seems like a good ability now. Getting out of events. Just control the people to find ways so you don't have to take part. His name? I see. Really trying to annoy her even further, I see. Yeah, try and at least keep the bloodshed down to a minimum. But to be so aggravating... Are they warm now? Being so aggravating, but in a in a way that doesn't seem outright aggressive or get people watching to think poorly of her. That's the worst type. But while the large-scale ones were going ahead, did a more coordinated attack get through unnoticed? Back on the shadow metal. She's gonna have to be, well, actually, an extra bit of money every now and again isn't too bad, but is she going to be scouring the ground for fragments? You okay there, Urharu? Once she's done with her judgment tasks, she came prepared. What a disappointment. Is she going to be able to use these vouchers, though? Oh, that was fast change in state there. Got to return them. That's what she was thinking about just then. While they look on. If we take his words of being neutralized to be what I would assume them to be, how would... Even though this character seemingly hates her to such a degree, how would she actually feel of just watching on and doing nothing? Or is there going to be a little more to the character than what we're being told so far? She's just putting on a little bit of an act, not a complete bitch. But being very active for one day, after the good doctor spent so long trying to find ways to extend lifespans. If they're cooped up all the time, they're not really experiencing anything, are they? What a battle we had on hand. Some of the ones which we might have wanted to see, Congo fighting off 7 by herself while others are stood petrified in place. No, that's handled off screen. What we get is actually an equally just as nice uphill struggle battle against the odds that our level 2 sister managed. Showing the overwhelm, they're all scared of this level 5 and her power. No, what we actually need to think about is the battle prowess, victory through successive losses. Everything that previous versions have learned. Kind of dark when you really start to think about it, but as long as you don't. And that might what makes this even more upsetting. Overcoming those odds. Sure, she fell in battle, but still. And then at the end of it, taken down by a mere bug bite, although probably laden with a whole bunch of paralytics and maybe some toxins. Hopefully not neurotoxin. But if the sister's down on the ground, who's going to look after the cat? Who's going to return the gym clothes? Asking the big questions. But as we kind of know that these events, when they take place, the kind of series of set pieces and whatnot yet to happen, I'd like to know how it all ties in. What was going on behind the scene that we weren't privy to before, and yet still occurring. We were just completely, or I at least, was completely ignorant of the fact. I really do like concurrent storylines. It's something that I think when a world is built correctly, when stories, people, characters, events all kind of transpire, they can be completely devoid of each other in the same world, and yet at times, that slight intersecting of them. How many little hints have we been given? Of course, now what we have to do is worry about the future. Not only the games themselves, the students that are taking place in it, the dorm matron, what the end goal is, who was it that was aiming for Misaka? What did they want from her? Now that they've taken down a doppelganger, how are they going to act? If we get our actual level 5 reappear and know what's going on, get slightly angry about it, I think that would really fluster whoever's had this initial plan. Aren't you meant to be out? Uh-oh. I call for a brown trouser moment. But I don't know what you're really here for, or why you're still here. That's more Railgun. I'm not gonna hold you back. So if you enjoyed this one, let me know. If you'd leave a like on the video, it really helps out the channel. Maybe even a comment down below. Maybe, God forbid, subscribing. Make sure you don't miss out on future uploads. But for now, get yourselves a bit of rest. Protect that little paper balloon. And I'll see you in the next one.